A book of shadows, a descent into real-world horror. The shadow of the beast. We are a species obsessed with monsters. From the ghouls under our beds to the vampires in our folklore, we construct elaborate fictions to give shape to our fears. We read these tales in the comforting light of a lamp, knowing the terror is contained within the pages, a safe thrill for a sleepless night. But what if the truest monsters are not the stuff of myth? What if they are born of human flesh and blood? And what if they have claimed vast stretches of our world as their own? This book is a journey into that truth. It is a chronicle of places where the darkness has won, where the fear we seek in stories is a daily, suffocating reality. The statistics you are about to read are not mere numbers. They are the grim tally of souls, the epitaphs for shattered lives. Hence, our fears spawn from real monsters. Turn the page and let us begin our descent into the real-world horror. The Lament of Nelson Mandela Bay. The sun sets over Nelson Mandela Bay in South Africa, a painter's dream of vibrant oranges and bruised purples. But for those who live here, the twilight is not a promise of beauty. It is a warning. With a murder rate exceeding 100 per 100,000 residents, this sprawling metropolis is less a city and more a sprawling graveyard waiting for its newest tenants. The wind here is a restless spirit, carrying the sounds of the day's laughter and the night's despair. It rattles rusty fences and whispers through the leaves of gnarled trees. But if you listen closely, you can hear something else, a silent chorus of past screams, a lament from those who vanished into the dark. The city is a mosaic of life and death, where a child's game of hide-and-seek can take a sinister turn, and a walk home after dusk becomes a journey into the unknown. The beauty of the day is a cruel lie, a fragile mask that shatters to reveal the grinning skull beneath. The ghost of Zacatecas. In the mountainous heart of Mexico, the city of Zacatecas stands as a testament to what happens when a place forgets its soul. The colonial architecture, once a symbol of opulence, now feels like a haunted backdrop for a never-ending tragedy. The air is thick with the scent of old stone and fresh blood, a macabre perfume that clings to everything. The murder rate, climbing to over 134 per 100,000, has transformed the city into a hollowed-out shell. The silence is the most disturbing thing of all, a suffocating quiet that fills the spaces between gunshots. It's a place where history is not found in monuments or museums, but in the pockmarks on the walls, the scars left behind by violence. In Zacatecas, the ghosts are not ethereal specters. They are the memories of the recently departed, their stories still fresh, their screams still echoing in the empty moonlit streets. The past isn't just a memory here, it is an open wound that refuses to heal. The unending dread of Ciudad Obregón. Some cities are known for their vibrancy. Ciudad Obregón is known for its tension. The homicide rate here, an almost unimaginable 138 per 100,000 people, feels less like a statistic and more like a countdown. There is a palpable feeling in the air, a sense of impending doom that permeates the very atmosphere. You can feel it in the way the locals walk, their eyes darting, their shoulders hunched. You can see it in the way the doors are always locked, the windows perpetually shuttered. It is a city that breathes fear. The light of day is a deception. It only serves to cast sharper, more sinister shadows. Every corner feels like a trap. Every empty car feels like a threat. and every glance from a stranger carries the weight of suspicion. In Ciudad Obregón, the true horror isn't the moment of violence itself, but the chilling, unending wait for it to arrive. The sound of Duran's river. Duran, Ecuador, is a city drowning in its own nightmares. The murder rate of 148 per 100,000 is a tidal wave of brutality, a number so staggering it feels impossible to comprehend. This city, once a bustling hub, has become the epicenter of a drug war that bleeds into every aspect of life. The river that flows past the city's edge is dark and murky, and it seems to whisper the secrets of those it has claimed. The distant sound of a gunshot is as common as a car horn, a chilling rhythm to the city's panicked pulse. This is not a city where evil lurks. It is a city where evil presides. The lines between the hunter and the hunted have blurred, and the only certainty is that everyone is on a list, waiting for their number to be called. Here, the monsters have taken the throne, and they rule with a cold and merciless hand. The silence of Colima. We have reached the apex of this grim journey, the very heart of the abyss. Colima, Mexico. With a staggering homicide rate of over 180 per 100,000, it is a city that has been all but swallowed whole by the darkness. This is not a city with a problem. This is a city that has become the problem. The silence here is unlike any other. It is not the peaceful silence of a quiet night, but the deafening silence of a place where people are too afraid to speak. The air is heavy, not with mist, but with the phantom weight of lost souls. The violence has become so pervasive, so routine, that it has ceased to shock. It has become a permanent feature of the landscape, like a mountain or a river. In Colima, hope is a word forgotten, a memory of a time before the monsters came out of the shadows. But in this place, the shadows are all that remain.